Welcome students. Today we will learn some basic important terms which are used in the genetics. The first basic important term is gene. So gene means it is the functional unit of inheritance. Means the gene is the basic and functional unit of inheritance. Whatever the genetic material is there, that was transferred from one generation to another generation, and the main functional unit is gene. This gene was the term which was given by one person, that is Johnson. This term gene word is given by the Johnson in 1909 year. Okay. And gene is the another name which was used by the Mendel, that is factor. Factor was given name by Mendel, and gene the term was given by the Johnson, and these both things are same, that is factor. Mendel has used the term factor to show that there is something which is transferred from one generation to another generation, and that something he has given the name, that is factor. Mendel said that something was there, means some genetic material was coming from the mother side and half genetic material was coming from the father side, and that was combined and then transferred into the next generation for forming the new individual. Okay, so that is the gene, and it is made up of DNAs. Means some basic parts or some parts of the DNA was present in the gene. Okay, so our cell is there, cell is having the nucleus. Inside that we know that there is a chromatin fibers, and these chromatins are having the DNAs, and these DNAs, bunch of DNAs are having these genes. Okay, so next important term is that is the alleles. So we know that genes are having two forms. All genes are having two forms mostly. So what happened that these two forms of a gene, that is two forms are there. What are there? One is dominant and another one is recessive. Means each gene is having two forms. One is dominant, another one is recessive. Okay, so dominant, that was denoted by D, and recessive, this is first form, this is second form, denoted by R. Okay, so in this we can say that suppose one means small r. Okay, this is suppose dominant, one character is there, dominant, so we can say tallness is the character. So if it is dominant, we can say these are the two alleles, first and second, these are two alleles which are both dominant. And if they are recessive, that is dwarf, so we can say small t and small t. These are the two alleles which was used to denote dwarfness. So there are two forms are, and these both first and second are called as alleles. Each allele is having separate individuality, means it is having separate characters. Tallness, this is separate and this is separate. We will learn in these laws of genetics. Okay, laws of inheritance, in that we will learn these things. Okay, so dominant and recessive, there are two types of alleles or two forms of genes. These are called as alleles. Now we will see the another term, that is homozygous. Homo means same. Homozygous means those type of gametes which are having same alleles, means alleles of same type. Okay, means alleles of same types, means suppose these are H, T and T, these two alleles are there, they are having same types, means both are dominant, so these are called as homozygous. Suppose we will take another one, that is purple color and purple color, both are having purple color, means they are having homozygous alleles, both are having homozygous gametes. Okay, another one we will say that these both W or we can say capital R or capital R, any words we can take, round and round. Okay, so these three are also there. All are the examples of homozygous. Means homozygous are the same, which are these alleles are having same types. Opposite of homozygous, that is heterozygous. Heterozygous means it is the one allele is dominant, another one allele is recessive. Means suppose this is one dominant and another one is recessive. Already we have seen that recessive is written in the lower case and dominant are written into the capital letters. Means when Mendel has done study, he has said that, means he has denoted dominant characters by using the capital letters and recessive characters by using the lowercase letters, means short form. So this is one heterozygous, means one character or one allele is dominant, another one is recessive. In this we will say that one allele is dominant and another one is recessive. Means purple color and this shows white color. These are contrasting characters. Both are contrasting. Here also one is round and another one is wrinkled. Means these are opposite to one another. Okay. In genetics, whenever we are using the contrasting characters, so we are using the same alphabet but in the lower case. Okay. For example, if we are using round word, that dominant character we are using capital R. But for wrinkled we are not using W. We are using the lowercase r. Okay. So this is about the heterozygous, that alleles of different types, means one is dominant, another one is recessive. Another one is there, important term, that is phenotype. What is phenotype? Phenotype means physical appearance. What are the characters which we can see by our naked eyes. Okay. So by our eyes we can easily determine the height of the plant. Okay. Physical appearance. So height, color, shape, these all are included into the phenotypes. Means externally how that individual is looking like, though he is dwarf or he is tall or he is having round shape or that pod shape, inflated or constricted. All these are the means physical appearance by which we can determine which type of individual, which type of plant or which type of animal he is there. Okay. So these are phenotypes. What is genotypes? These genotypes are the genetic makeup of that individual. Means genotype means genetic makeup. Means for example, this height is denoted by capital T and capital T if it is dominant, or it is having heterozygous dominant, then capital T and small t. So genotype of height is denoted by this capital T and small t. So genotype means we can say that capital T and capital T, this is dominant. Okay. Another one we can write down that capital T and small t, or small t and small t, means this is homozygous tall, this is heterozygous tall, or this is recessive, means it is dwarf. So these three types are there. These are the genetic makeup for the tallness, means its phenotype is height. Okay. So tallness, its phenotype is tallness, it is also tallness, but it is heterozygous tall and its phenotype is dwarfness. It is denoted by small t and small t. Another one important term is there, cross. What is cross? It is the breeding of, means crossing of, means that breeding or reproduction between two plants. Means we can say that there are flowers and then we are doing the pollination process in means artificially also. Okay. By nature it is happening, but sometimes we are using pollination process by artificially. Okay. So in that we are using this crossing method. Means deliberately we are breeding or reproduction is happening between two plants. For example, one plant is tall and another one is dwarf. So tall plant was crossed with dwarf plant. So this is the crossing. Means we are doing the mating between these two different types or two contrasting characters of plants, and then whatever the generation was there, means whatever the next reproduction, after the reproduction, whatever the generation was coming, that is called as filial. Okay, what is filial? Another one term is there. Filial means the next generation, or we can say it is progeny. We will use the word progeny or next generation. Okay, means filial, and it is denoted by capital F. Suppose parents have crossed, then whatever the means product was forming, that is called as F1, means it is first generation. If we have written F2, means it is F2 generation, means second generation. Like that we can use F3 generation, means it is third generation. Like this, filial means progeny or next generation, or the childs which was formed from the crossing or the reproduction or breeding. Okay, and it is denoted by capital F letter. Next important term is there again, that is selfing. What is selfing? Selfing means suppose crossing of members of same generation more than 5 times. Means suppose one parent is there, capital T is there, and capital T means dominant is there. We are crossing again with this capital T and capital T, same parents. Okay, again F1 generation was crossed with them. Again this capital T is crossed with capital T, means like that. These crossing some generations, crossing of members of same generations. Okay, selfing मतलब क्या होता है? Crossing of members of same generation. Selfing मतलब क्या है? F1 generation is there. Suppose F1 generation is there, and we are crossing whatever the product was there, means whatever gametes are there, we are crossing them again with the F1 generation. Okay, so this is about the selfing. So crossing of the same generation, जो भी generation है वहां पर उसी के साथ उसको cross किया है, so that is selfing. Again one important term is there, pure line. Pure line means particular genes are selfed more than 5 generations. So means प्योर लाइन मतलब इस टाइप के हमें सपोज स्पेसिफिक टाइप के जीन्स चाहिए, हमें स्पेसिफिक टाइप का कैरेक्टर चाहिए. हम क्या करेंगे, उसको कंटिन्यूअसली 1 जनरेशन उसी के साथ सेल्फिंग करेंगे, सेकंड जनरेशन फिर से सेल्फिंग करेंगे, थर्ड जनरेशन मीन्स मोर देन 5 टाइम्स वी आर डूइंग द सेम क्रॉस विद द same genotype, means particular genotype. Why particular? We need that particular genotype for our purpose, means we need suppose tallness in our plants, so we are using the same capital D to continuously breed that. Okay, so this is called as pure line. Okay, so these are some important terms which are used in the genetics. Other than these there are different terms we will see in later. Thank you.